everyone, hope all are fine. Okay, so I'm continuing the same lessons, metals and non-metals. We were doing concentration of ore, concentration of ore or enrichment of ore or dressing of ore. In that, four methods are there. One is hydraulic washing, next is magnetic separation, and third one is now I am doing froth flotation process. So that is very important for the board exam point of board exam. So froth flotation process. Froth flotation process. So this process is done for the separation of ore from impurities, mainly for the sulfide ores. Mainly for the sulfide ores. Example, we can take zinc blend, then galena, that is PbO. So these are the examples. We can just take this kind of ores we are using for the froth flotation process. We are removing the impurities from these compounds. And the main basic principle of this froth flotation process is the difference in wetting properties of ore and gangue. And mainly one thing is that sulfide ore, it is a hydrophobic in nature. Sulfide ore, it's a hydrophobic in nature. What is meant by hydrophobic? Hydrophobic means it is repelling with water. It is not attracting towards water. Hydrophobic. Hydrophobic in nature. So this is about the basic information about the froth flotation process. Mainly for sulfide ores we are using this process. We can take an example, zinc sulfide or zinc blend we can call, or lead oxide, or we can call it as a galena. It is a zinc blend and it is a galena. Galena and it's a zinc blend. Okay, so and what are the main principle of this process is difference in wetting properties of ore and gangue. It means ore is not getting dissolved. Ore is have a solubility with oil and gangue has a solubility with the water. So we are wetting properties. The ore is wetting with the oil and gangue is getting wet with the water. So first I will explain the process entirely. Okay, we can just take a floating tank here. This is one of the floating tank. We are call it as a floating tank, and we are powdered form of ore we are adding in this. After that we are adding water also in this. We can just take another color so it is visible. So we are adding water in this. And again we are adding what? Oil. So oil also we can take. Which kind of oil we are taking here? Pine oil. Okay. So this is a water, red mark, it is a water. And the black color, these are the impurities. Impurities. It's the ore, powdered form of ore. Powdered ore. Powder ore, and this is a pine oil. Now we are just compressed air we are passing from this tube. So what happens once we are passing this compressed air in this mixture, water, oil and powdered ore, that time this small bubble it forms. And already we know water and oil, they will not dissolve with each other. Why? Because water has a oil has a less density compared to water. So oil will float on water only, so it will not dissolve completely. It will not dissolve only in case of water. So now this compressed air we are passing here. Compressed air. So because of this compressed air, it forms a bubble, and along that bubble all the mixture, because all mixture they form a froth, and that froth it carries the ore sulfide ore to the top here. So and here all are froth only here along with the sulfide ores, because sulfide ore is not dissolving in a water because they are hydrophobic in nature, and whatever the impurities are there, they will get settled down. So like this is the froth flotation process. Again I can explain. This is the flotation tank. This is a flotation tank. In that already we kept some powdered form of ore, and in that we are adding water as well as fine oil, and again we are passing the air. So because of that compressed air, it forms a bubbles. Along with that bubbles, it forms a froth, and along with that froth it carries ore, which is a sulfide ore, because that sulfide ores are not getting dissolved with the water. They are hydrophobic in nature, and whatever the impurities are there in that ore, they will get settled down. So this is about the froth flotation process, how we are separating ore from the impurities. So this is about the froth flotation process, and it's very important for the board exam point of view. Froth flotation process. So basic point we have to write down each point for this process. So this is the basic process I have explained about the froth flotation process. Thank you.